Dhamma Sarana. Venerable Swami Vahanses, dear teachers, and my dear children, a very good afternoon to you. I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome to the 9th program of the Dhamma School online program today. So we have, as for the program outline or the guideline, we have first of all, our Venerable Panyaloka Swami Vahanse is going to administer 5 precepts, the guided meditation, and finish the first program or the first item with a short sermon. And then we have our Venerable Shantimala Swami Vahanse is going to talk about the second part of the 10 meritorious actions, children. If you were with us last week, we studied the first 5 actions, the first 5 of the 10 meritorious actions. If you missed it last time, you can go back and watch it online and catch up to the lesson, but Hamuduru today will complete the second part of the lesson. And then we have teacher Priyantha is going to talk about the spreading of the Dhamma, how it started from the first sermon, and we will study a bit further into that and see how the community of Sangha established and so forth. And then we have teacher Shamini is going to talk us about the topic, or a very important topic there is taming the Alavaka, the Yaka, or the devil, a very ferocious character, and how he was tamed by Lord Buddha. So that's the program outline for today. That's how it looks like our class for today. So with that in mind, let's invite our Swami Vahanse. So Swami Vahanse will administer 5 precepts. Now children, you have to remember, before that, you need to make sure you are ready for the guided meditation session after that. So make sure parents, no disturbance for the kids, mobile phones are on silence, no other noises, and there is enough space, either sit down or seated or sit on the floor, but that the environment is there for your children to meditate, and as well as everyone else in the house can join as well. So with that in mind, let's invite our Swami Vahanse to administer the 5 precepts. With respect, Avasara Ape Hamudurani.
Dhamma Sarana. Good afternoon, dear children and parents. First of all, keep your palm together and up and say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Please say Namo Tassa for 3 times to observe 5 precepts.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Sarana gamanang sampunnang. පානාතිපාතා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි.
Anatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
අදින්නාදානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි.
Adinadana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
කාමේසු මිච්ඡාචාරා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි.
Sumicchachara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
මුසාවාදා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි.
Savada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
සුරාමේරය මජ්ජපමාදට්ඨානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි.
Mere majjapamadattana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
තිසරණේන සද්ධින් පංචශීලං ධම්මං අප්පමාදේන සම්පාදේ තබ්බං.
Bhakti.
Dear children and parents, let's practice loving kindness meditation just like you practiced it last week. This is a guided meditation and you have to think, contemplate what I say. You have to visualize it. You should feel what I say, and for that you need to focus your attention, awareness fully, and relax your body and calm your mind. So now I hope you are sitting in a comfortable posture, cross-legged or on the chair, and keep your back straight and close your eyes gently, very gently. Gradually relax your body from head to toe, top of the head, forehead, and the face, muscles of your face, tongue, and neck area, shoulders, arms, hands, chest, stomach, lower abdomen, thighs, calves, and your feet and toes. Now with the relaxed body, you mentally note your body and think what I say. May I be free from suffering. May I be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. May I be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. You should feel that you become comfortable, peaceful and happy. May I be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. May I be free from anger. May I be free from hate. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I enjoy good health, happiness, peace and success. May I be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. Now think everybody in your with you at your home. May all living beings in this place be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. Now think of your neighborhood. May all living beings in this neighborhood be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. You should visualize your neighborhood. Mentally note your neighborhood and think, may all living beings in this neighborhood be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. Then think of the city that you live. May all living beings in this city be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. Then mentally note the country that you are living, Australia. You will visualize the map of Australia and think, may all living beings in this country be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. Then think of the whole world. You are like moving clouds in the sky, looking whole world, whole earth, and extend your loving kindness thoughts to the all living beings in the world. May all living beings in the world be well, comfortable, peaceful, and happy. Then think of whole universe, not only this world. There are many other worlds, many living beings, seen or unseen, big or small, strong or weak, living far or near. There are many living beings. May all living beings be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. May all living beings in the universe be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. May all living beings in the universe be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. Sabbe satta sukhita hontu. Sabbe satta sukhita hontu. Sabbe satta sukhita hontu. Please recite slowly with me. Dukkhapatta ca nidukkha, bhayapatta ca nibbaya, sokapatta ca nissoka, bhuntu sabbe pipaninu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Open your eyes slowly. Thank you. We just practiced loving kindness meditation. In last week also I mentioned the importance of loving kindness meditation. When we practice loving kindness meditation, all other living beings become as important as yourself. Generally, we are very selfish, right? All our thoughts are self-centered. We think of self-interest. But when we practice loving kindness meditation, so we gradually, slowly reduce that selfishness. So all other living beings become important, and you think of the well-being of all living beings. In this way, when you have these thoughts in the mind, your words and your action becomes very nice. So you won't make any harm, or you don't make hurt to others through your words or action, because you have loving kindness in your mind. The Buddha said there are many benefits of loving kindness. There is a discourse that explains 11 benefits of loving kindness. I am not going to explain all the 11s today. I just say first two. Okay, there are 11 benefits. Out of these 11, the first one is you can sleep well. If you practice loving kindness meditation, every day you sleep well. We know some people, some children, not only children, even adults cannot sleep at night. They go to bed, they have very cozy bed, but cannot sleep, think different things, many things come to mind. But if you practice loving kindness meditation, Buddha says you sleep well. So how you practice at night when you go to bed, stop all these other things, okay, like watching different things from the phone, or the listening to music, or stop that, and you think, may all living beings be well and happy, may all living beings be well and happy, may all living beings be well, comfortable, peaceful and happy. Generate these thoughts until you feel asleep. So you sleep well. The second one is you wake up happily. In the morning, you wake up happily because you have a good night's sleep. So you wake up fresh, relaxed, and a joyful day. So these are the first two benefits of loving kindness, and you need to practice this daily. And I hope our children and us as well as parents will continue this practice. Thank you very much. May you enjoy good health, happiness, peace, and success. Over to Siddhanta sir. Thank you.
Thank you with respect, Ape Hamudurune. So children, Swamin Wahanse explained the first two benefits. There are a number of benefits of practicing the loving kindness meditation. But the first couple of things is you will go to bed peacefully, and you also have a very pleasant wake up in the morning. And let's hope Swamin Wahanse will continue to educate us on the benefits, and also will teach us and help us so we can practice further and develop these skills on how to practice different types of meditations like loving kindness, the breathing meditation, anapanasati, and hopefully a few other things as well, and mindfulness and other things. All right, children, now it is time for the first lesson of the day. So I've explained in the beginning what the first session is going to be today. It is by our Venerable Shantivimala Hamuduru. It is the continuation from last week. So the topic is the 10 meritorious actions. We've done the first 5 actions last week, and if you missed, you can refer to the YouTube video and catch up on the lesson. And today, Hamudro will explain the last 5 of the 10 meritorious actions. So with that in mind, let's invite our Swami Wahanse respectfully to begin the lesson. Avasarapi Hamudroni.
Thank you, Siddhantaya, and other members of the panel, and dear meritorious children and friends in the Dhamma. Very well, we all are very welcome, warmly welcome to our today's program. And as usual, all the members of the panel and I myself have prepared some important lessons for you today. So please be attentive and please try to learn something from these valuable lessons and valuable time. So as usual, as Siddhanta Aya mentioned just now, I talk about 10 meritorious actions, Dasa Punya Kriya last week, but I could not finish them because it's a very long one, right? So today I'm going to continue further talking about 10 meritorious actions, Dasa Punya Kriya. So to remember, quick remember what I talked about last week. Now you can see on the screen. Could you please put the slide to the screen? So I'm not going to explain all the things here because from the introduction and then the already mentioned what are the 10 meritorious actions. So I'm not going to explain about at the beginning, but I'm going to continue from where I stopped last week. So let me begin. So now children, you can see my slide, right? So what can you see? Can you read with me? So today we are going to learn about last 5 factors of 10 meritorious actions. Do you remember first 5? Do you? Yeah, I think you do, right? Dana Sila, you remember in that way? Yeah. So we talk about 5. You see, Dana Sila Bhavana Apachayana Vayavajja. So up to number 5 we already talked about last week, but today I'm going to talk about from the 6, right? Number 6. What are they? First one is, number 6 one is Patidana, sharing or transference of merits. And the number 7, Pathanumodana, rejoicing in others' merits or accepting or participating. Number 8, Dhamma Sarana, listening to the teachings of the Buddha. And the number 9, Dhamma Desana, the teachings of the Lord Buddha for the sake of the people. And the last one is Dittiji Kamma, correcting one's own view. So these are the things that I am going to explain to you today. So let me begin with my next slide then. You can see, okay? So first one, Patidana, sharing or transference of merits. What do we mean by sharing or transference of merits? Who we should share with or who should we transfer merits to? These are the questions that you may have when you talk about sharing and transference of merits. Transference and sharing merits is a way to make merits, right? So you can transfer merit to your departed relatives, your friends, your animals, your pets who passed away in the name of your family, and you can transfer merit to all the living beings who passed away in the name of your family, or maybe the people in general. For example, nowadays in the world, many people die due to coronavirus, right? Sometimes there are no people to transfer merit to them. So whenever you do some meritorious actions, actually you can remember, you can think about all the people who passed away, and you can transfer or share merits with them. So when you share or when you transfer merit to the people, actually it also helps you to accumulate merits as well, right? So don't ever think that when you transfer merit to someone, or that merit will only be helpful to departed relatives. Not only that, but that will help you to have good births also. For example, when you give something to when you transfer the merits to the departed relatives, in return, in back, you also be able to accumulate some merits by transference of merit. So there is no decrease in the merit of the person who shares his merit, but on the contrary, there is an increase only. Yeah. So when you transfer merit to someone, it does not decrease. Actually, the merits will increase, my dear children. So always try to share merits or share the things with your friends and departed relatives. And the same way you can accumulate merits, my dear children. So transference of merits to devas, departed relatives, and friends falls into this category. So we can transfer merit to departed relatives, devas, the celestial beings, gods, right, and the friends who passed away in the name of your family or your friends. So we can transfer merit to those people. And the Buddha declared that one of the duties of the children towards their parents is to transfer merit when they pass away. So in the Singalovada Sutta, it is mentioned that it is one of the duties of the children to transfer merit to their departed relatives, departed parents. So in that way, it is very important, my dear children, to transfer or to share merits with the departed relatives. So that is all about Patidana. Let's move on to the next one. Next one is Pathanumodana. It is also very important one. It is also one of the ways to accumulate merits. What is that? Rejoicing in others' merit. Have you ever thought about like that, my dear children? Have you ever thought about you also can accumulate merits by taking part of other people's meritorious activities? Have you ever thought about like that? Actually, you can. Pathanumodana means rejoicing in others' meritorious deeds and saying, "Well done," when one sees, hears, or knows them. So whenever you see, whenever you hear, whenever you know the meritorious actions which are done or which have done by some people, you can say, "Well done, great job, excellent, sadhu, sadhu." In that way, actually, in that way, you can accumulate merits just by saying that and just by taking part of other people's meritorious actions. By becoming happy, having seen that actually you can accumulate merit. When one rejoices in others' meritorious deeds happily and earnestly, one will acquire or one will be able to accumulate a great deal of good karma, which will bear good result in the future existence. Even when one cannot perform meritorious deeds by oneself, he or she can say sadhu, well done, joyfully and sincerely to the others' good deeds. Yes, my dear children, you don't have to worry about not being able to doing any meritorious actions if you do not have chance or if you do not have any financial capabilities to perform meritorious actions. You don't have to worry about that. You can see and you can take part of other people's meritorious actions, and having taken part of other people's meritorious actions, actually you can be very happy. You can be rejoiced. That is also kind of way to accumulate merits, my dear children. So next time, when your parents ask you to come and go with them to take part of Dhamma ceremony of your friend's house, don't neglect that. Don't refuse that. Don't deny that. Right? Whenever they ask you to go to the temple to do some meritorious actions, don't refuse. Don't deny. Please take part in all those meritorious actions and join your parents to go and to do and to conduct such kind of meritorious actions. So those meritorious actions will really help you to have happy birth, many happy birth, future existence. It will help you to gain good and fortunate birth in the future, my dear children. So please take part of the good meritorious actions. Let's move on to the next slide. What we have? Yeah, continued. The act of sharing one's merit and rejoicing others' good deeds resemble the act of lighting a candle from another lighted candle. My dear children, this is a very good example for you to understand. For example, when you want to light up a candle, light up other candle from the candle that already lightened one. So when you light the candle from the candle which has already lightened up, the flame of the lightened candle does not lose any of its brightness, right? And it enables the other candles to get similar flames and light brightly, right? For example, when you have a candle and you want to light up a new candle, but you may think that when you light a new candle using the lighted candle, but the flame does not decrease, right? Does not lose its brightness, even though when it lights other candle, the brightness will increase. In the same way, my dear children, when you take in the same way, one who shares his merit with others will not lose any of his merits. Besides, he gains more merits, right? That is very important. So if you can rejoice, or if you can be happy having seen the other people's meritorious actions, actually you also can accumulate lots of merits as same as the people who perform it itself, right? So the both parties will accumulate the merits in the same way. So therefore, please take part of good, be happy of taking part of other people's meritorious actions. And this is under one of the four Brahma Vihara, which is called Mudita, sympathetic joy. It is one of the great qualities, like four Brahma Vihara, four sublime qualities. So Mudita is sympathetic joy or appreciative joy. It is a very important quality of your heart if you can have that. So therefore it is very important, my dear children. Let's move on to the next slide. So the next item is Dhamma Sarana, listening to the teachings of the Buddha. This is also very important. Dhamma Sarana means listening to the doctrine that lead to liberation from round of rebirth, samsara. And it is very rare opportunity to listen to the doctrines of the Buddha. So, my dear children, what do you can get? What can you get? What can you get? What do you achieve? What do you receive when you listen to the teachings of the Buddha? Actually, you can receive many benefits. You can acquire many benefits. For example, one of the most important benefits that you can acquire from the listening to the teachings of the teachings of the Buddha is to release from this samsara. So the Buddha's teachings will help you to get rid of from this birth and suffering, from this samsara, right? So, but listening alone does not enough. Listening alone does not help you, but you need to put them into practice. Listening, then practice will help you to get rid of from this samsara. So therefore, it is very important. And you know what? It is very rare opportunity that people have the ability, have the situation or conditions to listen to the teachings of the Buddha. You know, some countries, for example, some countries like Saudi Arabia, people can't listen to the teachings of the Buddha. They can't perform meritorious actions because of the such kind of country, right? Because they are not allowed. So, but having able to listen to the teachings of the Buddha is a very, very rare thing. Dhamma Sarana is described as one of the 5 rare occasions. Saddhamma Savanam Dullabham. Yeah. Gain a human birth, listening to the teachings of the Buddha, appearance of the Lord Buddha in this world. In that way, these are considered as very rare things in this happen. So having capable of, or having ability of having had a chance to listen to the teachings of the Buddha is very rare. So therefore, listeners should pay proper attention and listen respectfully to the teachings of the Buddha. And the Buddha appears in this world only once eons. The Buddha does not appear in this world every year, right? Maybe within 100 years. No. The Buddha may appear in this world once in eons. Once in eons means more than 1 billion years later, right? Buddha appeared many thousands years later, only Buddha appeared. So therefore, my dear children, we are all lucky, you are all lucky, you have capabilities, you have facilities, you have this kind of environment to listen to the teachings of the Buddha, so you are very lucky. So don't waste your time. Try to listen and learn the teachings of the Buddha as much as possible. Listening to the Dhamma can be in the form of attending the Buddhist courses, going to Buddhist forums, attend talks by Sangha, and listening to the other Dhamma teachers. So now you are doing that. You are listening to the teachings of the Buddha, right? You are taking part of this program is also kind of learning and listening to the teachings of the Buddha. So it's very important. Let's move on to this next slide. The next one is Dhamma Desana, teachings of the Lord Buddha, the doctrines of the Buddha. Yeah. Dhamma Desana means the teaching, the doctrine to the others. That means preach the teachings of the Buddha to the other people for the sake of their life. Expounding, writing, distributing, and teaching the discourses preached by the Buddha to others. So these things are considered as very important. So when you write books about the teachings of the Buddha, is also kind of Dhamma Desana. You letting other people to hear it, and you letting other people to learn from that writing. So, and also with the proper intention, regardless gain and fame. But some people, they distribute the teachings of the Buddha, they expound the teachings of the Buddha, they write the teachings of the Buddha just to gain benefits like earning money or gain fame. But we should not have such kind of intention when you propagate the teachings of the Buddha. You should do it with respect and without accepting any privileges or benefits of delivering the teachings of the Buddha. According to the Buddha's word, Sabbadhanam Dhammadanam Jinati, the Buddha said that the benefit acquiring from expounding the doctrine to the others surpasses the benefit obtained from any other form of donation. That means if you can distribute or if you can propagate the teachings of the Buddha to the other people, so that can be considered as the greatest gift, right? Gift of giving the Dhamma to the other people. That kind of gifts of the Dhamma excels all the other types of gifts. No? So therefore consider, think about that, giving or letting other people to learn the teachings of the Buddha, or providing other people the teachings of the Buddha is very important activity. So all devotees should therefore strive to teach the doctrine to others, to other people. So let's move on to the next slide. This is the last factor of the 10 meritorious actions. It's called the Tujukamma, correcting one's will. What do you mean by that? The Tujukamma means correcting one's will, or to develop right understanding. Right understanding of what? Right understanding of karma and its result, actions and their result. Having faith in karma and its result also include here. And it is of vital importance for all beings to have right view. So to have a right view, having right view is very important for us. So to have right view, one should understand 10 subjects of right view. We call it in Pali Dasavastuka Dhamma. You should have great understanding and great believing in these subjects, these 10 subjects. Shall we move on to next slide? Can we see that all those things? Yeah, you must have a good understanding of this. Having think in that way, there is a good result in act of alms giving, charity giving. The good understanding of having thinking that there is a benefit of veneration elderly people. You should understand of thinking that there is a benefit of offering gifts, and there is a law of karma and its result. And also you should think that there is benefit of supporting one's own father. Yeah, next slide please. There is benefit of supporting your own mother, and there are unseen worlds of hell, hungry ghosts, demons, devas, sakkars and brahmas. And there is this present world, and there is next world after this life. And also there are holy people or venerable monks, noble disciples who have purified their thoughts, words and deeds. So in that way, these 10 objects or 10 subjects, you must have good understanding of these 10 objects or subjects. So to the Tujukamma means having great understanding and realization and believing in these 10 objects. So that is the meaning of the Tujukamma. So when you have such kind of understanding, actually it is very important. You must have proper understanding and good understanding. So this is all about 10 meritorious actions, my dear children. Let's move on to the last one. So my dear children, in conclusion, please try to perform these 10 meritorious actions in order to gain peace and happiness throughout your life. If you practice these 10 meritorious actions, actually those practices will help you to lead your life happily and peacefully in this world and also next world. And you will never be able to go any kind of purgatory states or hell or animal world if you keep practicing these 10 meritorious actions. So my advice is you to put your time and make your effort in order to practice these meritorious actions as much as possible. So that is the conclusions of my presentation. So my dear children, I hope that you may have learned something from this topic about 10 meritorious actions. They are very important. So please try to put them into practice, and please try to do or perform these meritorious actions as much as you can, anytime, anywhere, and any occasion. Don't be hesitate to do it. Okay. I wish you all the best. Teruvan Saranai. Over to you, Siddhartha.
Thank you. With respect, Ape Hamdurone, we thank Swamin Wahanse children for explaining the 10 meritorious actions. Now, I'm gonna ask you to do something. Refer to the both lessons, what we did last week and what we done today, and go through these 10 meritorious actions and do a self-assessment and see what actions you're already doing, what actions you're already really good at, what actions you haven't done if there's any in the list, and what actions that you have done it but not often, and see if you have the opportunity to do more. So in that way, you can continue to do and spread all these actions across these 10 different types of actions only for your own benefit, children. Alrighty, that's the end of the first segment or the first lesson. So let's move on to our second lesson for the day. As I mentioned earlier, it is about the spreading Dhamma. Now, in the previous lesson, we learned about the first Dhamma sermon from Teacher Priyantha. And Teacher Priyantha is also here with us today to explain what happened from there, how the Dhamma got spread, and the establishment of the bhikkhus or the Mahasangha. So let's invite Teacher Priyantha to explain us further into spreading Dhamma. Over to you, teacher.
Thank you very much, Siddhanta. Venerable Mahasangha, my panel members, parents, my dear children, good afternoon. Getting an opportunity to learn Dhamma, I believe it is far valuable than anything else you can learn in this human world. You know why I'm telling this? That is the only teaching we have that shows us the way to attain Nibbana, to end the suffering. So therefore, children, you are very lucky. And your parents are lucky. We Buddhists all in the world who are following, who are practicing Lord Buddha's Dhamma, we are lucky. If you definitely follow these practices, you will definitely attain Nibbana. That is the liberation from all these sufferings. I'm so happy. I'm going to contribute probably in a small amount for you in this the way you are attaining Nibbana. Children, today I have a presentation for you to actually share what I have learned, what we have learned, as Siddhanta said, that how this Buddha's Dhamma is spread around the world. You can remember in my first presentation, as Siddhanta very correctly mentioned, that I mentioned Siddhartha attained Nibbana, Siddhartha Gautama attained Nibbana. He was looking around to whom to actually preach this Dhamma first, with the request made by Sahampati Brahma, you can remember. And in my next slide, I'll show you what happened in the first sermon day. You can see in my first slide, in the first sermon day, Buddha was reaching to Isipatana near Migadaya, deer park, to see his 5 friends who were meditating before he attained Nibbana. Buddha was making the first sermon to them, the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. When listening this Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the most seniorest, wise ascetic Konranya attained Sotapanna. After Buddha was preaching more Dhamma to them, actually the Anattalakkana Sutta, when they listened to Anattalakkana Sutta, all the 5 ascetics actually turned to be arahats. Then they decided to live up their ascetic life and they lead their life as bhikkhus. Children, that is the day that lucky 5 people actually turned their life as arahat bhikkhus That is the day also established this Mahasangha. Mahasangha. Mahasangha, you know, without our sadhus, Mahasangha, we don't have opportunity to learn Dhamma. They turned to become the first 5 bhikkhus into the Mahasangha. Now Mahasangha established. In the next stage, children, you know who was the first lucky person to learn Dhamma. In Buddha's time, Buddha spent 5 days, of course, in Isipatana. At that time, near to Isipatana, there was a village that is from Aranas, a young person. His name is Yasa, children. Yasa born into a very rich family. Yasa's dad is a millionaire. And however, in his family, he has music, dancers, servants, but he was not happy. You can remember the day Buddha had the Siddhartha had the great renunciation, that poor day in his palace, and he was not happy to see all dancers and all these things. He was so fed up, and he decided to, yes, I need to leave the palace luxuries. Same way, he also wanted to come out from his luxurious family. And what happened, children, when he came out from the palace, he was just walking toward Isipatana, where Buddha was living. When Buddha see him, he's coming with a very disappointed mind. Buddha realized where he is going, why he is coming. The luckiest person approaching to Buddha first time. Buddha decided to actually preach Dhamma to Yasa, the luckiest person who has already disappointed about luxuries. It was easy for Buddha to teach him. When Buddha teach him the first Dhamma for him, here in the first Dhamma, actually Yasa attained Sotapanna. That is the first level of enlightenment. How lucky he is. As I said, Sotapanna is the first level of attaining Nibbana. Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahat is the full attainment, where you will be free from all the sufferings. And after that, Yasa didn't come to home. He was just meditating near to Buddha, children. What happened? Yasa's dad, the millionaire, was looking around. Where's Yasa? And he came around and he was looking around. He heard that Yasa is near to Buddha now meditating. He was surprised. My son, near to Buddha. He came and he was approaching also Buddha. He said, there's my son. What happened to him? Children, Buddha said, Yasa, now he has turned to the correct way of his samsara. Yasa's dad was surprising, and he also wanted to ask Dhamma from Buddha. Then Buddha started to, with a high kindness, Buddha started to tell him also Dhamma. When he was listening to Dhamma, the Yasa also was listening to the same, another type of Dhamma. Yasa heard that. Yasa attained directly, children, to the Arahat level, listening to the Dhamma. That was preaching to his dad. Now Yasa is an Arahat. Yasa wanted to definitely join with Sangha. Another Arahat monk joined with the Sangha community happened in the history. Children, next time what happened, Yasa's dad decided Buddha and Sangha want to come for a dana activity. You were listening to our sadhus Dhamma Desana, giving dana is a great thing. And Yasa's dad invited Buddha and Sangha to come to his home. What happened when they go there, with great respect, they were offered with all the dana, all the foods and all. At that time, there were 2 ladies, the luckiest 2 ladies, 2 females, 2 lay females, disciplines, got Buddha's refuge, right? These 3 was, the 2 were Yasa's wife and Yasa's mom. They were the first 2 female lay disciplines got Buddha's refuge. Actually, at that time, 3 triple gem I need to tell, like Yasa's dad is the first person who actually had that opportunity to be the first person got blessing from the triple gem, that is Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Same way, these 2 ladies also had the same opportunity. After having all these things, Buddha's community has now 6 people, 6 Arahat monks. Then we will see who are the next lucky set of people who were joining to Buddha's Sangha community. Yasa is a very popular person in the society. In my next slide, I will show you he has very close 4 friends. These 4 friends, actually, they wanted to follow what Yasa did. The 4 friends' names, children, very important to know these names. Probably you haven't read before. Their names are Vimala, Subahu, Punnaji, and Gavampati. They were very close friends to Yasa. Now Yasa is Arahat monk. How we can stop? They also decided, children, we need to join with Sangha. They came and they heard Dhamma from Buddha, and they also turned to become Arahats. What a great opportunity. They decided to become bhikkhus. Same way they had 50 other friends, children. They also wanted to follow the same set of friends. All now together, Yasa's 4 friends and other 50 friends, altogether 54, joined with Buddha's Sangha community. Now altogether, Buddha has 60 Arahat monks around to him who has fully attained Arahat. Children, Buddha decided to teach Dhamma to the world. That is a great decision. In my first presentation, I explained you this one. Buddha decided now time has come. I have 60 people. I need to send these 60 people around the community and teach as much as possible Dhamma to the people who are suffering always. The first set of messengers. My first next slide, you will see it is an interesting picture, children. You can see I myself feel Buddha is in India. Arahat monks, they are now fully attained. Buddha is guiding them. Go and spread the Dhamma to other places to give more people the chance of gaining freedom from suffering. As I said, this opportunity, please give them. I heard and you heard previous discussion, our sadhu teaching Dhamma to others is a great meritorial activity too. Buddha did this. He spreaded Dhamma to the human lives may be purified and brighten their minds. The people are ready for Dhamma. Buddha's great mind, Buddha can understand who has these merits, to ask Dhamma, listen Dhamma, attain the enlightenment. Everybody in this society, we will not have this opportunity. If you had this opportunity, children, before at Buddha's time, today I'm not available, and our group panel members are not available. We have attained Arhat, we have attained Nibbana, but however, we have done something wrong. Still we are traveling in the samsara, suffering day by day. We have missed this, but we don't give up. Dhamma Sarana school, our teachers, we are all together trying hard to teach you. Let's go in this way, correctly follow what Buddha said, right? So we are very much lucky set of people around this Dhamma school. Next time, I need to tell you who are the next set of people who are lucky to learn Dhamma, right? When sending these 60 people around, Buddha decided to visit a very special village that is in India, Magadha, in southeast to Urvel village. Why Buddha decided? It has a special reason. Because at that time, this Urvel village people, they think they are very rich, they are upper caste people, they had a big ego. You won't believe, the leader of the village, Urvel Kassapa, thought he was a Buddha too. He has that kind of power. Buddha realized, however, this whole community going in a wrong way. I need to teach them the correct way to attain Nibbana. Buddha decided to go there. Other 60 Arhat sadhus were traveling around. Only one person, only one way. The best benefit at every second to teach Dhamma. At that time, can you imagine how lucky those people are? Now Buddha traveled into Urvel village. Another incident happening, another lucky group of people meeting on his way to Urvel village. These people, the 30 youngsters who were going in a picnic, 30 Bhaddavagya princes. They are also from a very rich family. Indulgence for, entertainment, going picnic, pressurizing senses, they were traveling around. However, on their way, one female from the group actually missed They wanted to find out this female. They were going around to find the female. And on the way, they saw Buddha is coming. They asked, did you see a female is passing this place? The first question, Buddha is a great teacher. One word is enough to turn the mindset. A person, Buddha said, why you are looking for another person? Why don't you turn to you and look at yourself? Where you are going? Are you going in the right way? That kind of word probably this Yansa didn't hear in their life. They wanted to sit and ask. Buddha started to preach Dhamma for them on the way to Uruvela. Directly, these 30 people wanted to actually turn to become bhikkhus. How lucky this group of people again. Buddha is traveling to Uruvela village. Children, this is a very interesting story. Buddha has a big challenge, misguide of set of people with upper mind, ego with them, how I'm going to control, how I'm going to turn their mindsets to the correct path. Buddha wanted to show miracles there actually. Buddha was very strategicful, the greatest teacher in the world. Buddha came and Buddha met the leader, as I said, the Uruvela Kassapa, the leader of Jatalis. What happened when Buddha was looking at the first way to tackle him, first way to tell his ability, the great miracles he can perform. And when Buddha reached Uruvela Kassapa, didn't care that much. But in the evening, Buddha was so patient. Buddha said the first strategy Buddha wanted to follow. Buddha asked Uruvela, can you let me sleep tonight in the room where you have that poisonous cobra? Buddha knew that. Jatila, Uruvela leader, decided, oh my goodness, this person is asking a very challenging thing. I will get this opportunity to kill him. He said, okay, I will give you the opportunity. Go and sleep tonight. He knew definitely cobra will attack to Buddha. The day Buddha decided, Buddha went without any hesitation. Buddha went to the room, children. This story is so interesting. You can see the big cobra, the poison dragon was approaching Buddha in the night. A lot of lighting coming around, and Kassapa was watching this. He knew it. Oh my goodness, Kassapa, Buddha going to die definitely. And he thought everything finished. Tomorrow morning onward, I am the still leader. The people will be admiring me. I will have more recognition in the society. But you won't believe, children, Buddha's kindness, compassion work. Buddha, when pay the kindness, the elephant was actually so controlled to Buddha. Finally, what happened? The same way, this poison cobra wanted to also now calm and quiet, surrendered animal near to Buddha. He was slowly sleeping. When in the morning, Uruvela Kassapa was approaching the room. What happened? He saw surprisingly Buddha is meditating still. The cobra is near to him. Such a miracle. How come it happened? How come it happened? He was surprised. Then he was approaching the Buddha, and he then wanted to listen how you control this kind of thing. Then subsequently, Buddha proposed some more miracles in the history. It says the old, therefore, leader decided, no, I need to follow Buddha now. I am not definitely a Buddha. I need to follow Gautama Buddha's teaching. And he decided to be a monk. And following him, 500 other followers also decided to lead their life as bhikkhus children. So not only that, in my next slides, I will tell you, he has brothers. He has brothers. He had two brothers. One is Nadi Kashyapa. He had around 30 followers. And next one is the Gaya Kashyapa. He had 200 followers. They all decided. You can see in these pictures, the people who were leading luxury life, they are throwing away their ornaments. They are cutting their hair and throw into the river useless things. Let's follow Gautama Buddha and attain Nibbana. They had that ability, they had that merits, and they decided to follow the same way. 300 plus 200, previously 500, all together in Uruvela village, joined 1,000 bhikkhus to Buddha's Mahasangha. Sangha community gradually actually grew like this. That is why today we are having so many sanghas around the world, right? Nowadays, I was just researching some information to tell, probably they are not 100% correct, but we can get a sort of mental judgment. Present days, around 535 millions of people around the world, it is around 8 to 10%. from the total world population, now they are following Lord Buddha's Dhamma. I feel they are very lucky group of people. Very lucky group of people. Some countries like Thailand, Myanmar, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Laos, Cambodia, some countries, they have majority of the population, they are Buddhist. Our Sri Lankan name is near here. So you are very lucky community. We are Buddhist people and we are following Buddha's Dhamma. As I said, if we follow Buddha's Dhamma the way he said, the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path and Noble Path, if you go in this way, we are definitely attaining to the Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Arahat, Anagami and Arahat. I wish you all the best, children. We are going in the Sansara. We will be meeting again and again, listening to Dham, and we are definitely going together in a life. Before Buddha, before come to the next Buddha, we will attain our Sotapanna and our enlightenment. I wish you all the best. My presentation is finished. I am now handing over to Siddhanta. I am happy to answer any questions comes up later. Thank you very much, Siddhanta.
Thank you, Teacher Priyanta, for wonderfully explaining that lesson, and from the first Dhamma sermon up until meeting the Jatilas and their friends or the followers. So explained very well, a lot of examples, and even you brought it to the present day and explained how in the present day or the modern day Dhamma has spread around the world, and the importance of that we have to continue to learn the Dhamma, and how fortunate we are that we able to we have access to the teachings of the Dhamma. So children, that's a very important message there, and a very beautiful lesson that Priyanta teacher did. We thank him one more time for taking the time and explaining the lesson. So the next lesson we have is the taming the Alavaka. It was a very ferocious character. It was a I'm not going to go too much into the detail because our teacher Shamini is going to explain the story of taming Alavaka. It was a very ferocious, very bad character. And let's see what happened with the story taming Alavaka. Okay, with that in mind, I'm going to invite teacher Shamini now. Over to you, teacher.
Thank you, Siddhanta teacher. Ayubowan, respected monks, teachers, parents, students, and others present. My name is Shamini. I'm here to talk about the story of taming Alavaka Yaka. Children, let's start with some slides. In Lord Buddha's time, in the regional city of Alavi, the king went deer hunting. He got separated from his friends when the deer ran away. The scared and tired king sat under a tree and fell asleep. When he woke up, Alavaka Yaka was standing in front of him, threatening to kill the king. Children, there are different types of yakas. This particular one could be considered as a semi-civilized person. He's a cannibal. That means he eats human flesh. The king saved his life with a promise that a person would be sent to the yaka each day for his meal. So the king went back to the palace and kept this promise. The king started with sending prisoners. Then it became difficult to find people, and the king had to send children. Finally, it was his own son's turn to be sent to the yaka. Dear children, you learned last week how Lord Buddha surveyed the world with his divine eyes as part of his daily routine, Maha Karuna Samapatti. On this day, the Buddha saw the fate of the king and the prince. He could also see an angry Alavaka and saw this yaka will be able to listen to the Dhamma and become a good person. So Lord Buddha went to Alavaka's cave and waited as he was away. When Alavaka came and saw Lord Buddha in the cave, he was very angry. Alavaka tried to frighten the Buddha with his magical powers. 3 times Alavaka ordered Lord Buddha to leave the cave, and each time the Buddha came back, the Yaka wanted him to come into the cave again. The 4th time, Lord Buddha spoke up and challenged the Yaka to do whatever he could and refused to leave the cave. Alavaka decided to ask the Buddha a question, but threatened to split his heart or pick him by the legs and throw him over the river if the answers were incorrect. Lord Buddha in reply said, "No human, Deva, or Brahma in this universe can do such a thing to me," and answered all Alavaka's questions. The Yaka was so impressed by Buddha's answer that he asked Lord Buddha to preach the Dhamma to him. Alavaka reached the state of Sotapanna by listening to the Buddha's teaching. Even when the prince was given to him to be eaten, the Yaka was not interested and was ashamed because now he was a Sotapanna person. Dear children, Sotapanna is one of 4 stages of Nibbana. A person who achieved such a stage cannot do deliberate killing. The city of Alavi was blessed by this act of compassion by the Lord Buddha, and the king and the prince were free of their cruel fate. Lord Buddha, throughout the cycles of births and deaths as Bodhisattva, has practiced and perfected the noble quality of compassion. It is a noble feeling that could be shown in any living being in a miserable situation. It is the trembling of one's heart when they see someone suffering. There is no limit to Lord Buddha's compassion. Lord Buddha also has shown us that our parents can have noble feelings. Our parents care for us when we are sick, sometimes with tears in their eyes, because they feel sorry for us more than anyone else in this world. It is their unconditional love for us and feeling of compassion. There are 4 noble feelings. They are called the Brahma Vihara. They are metta, loving kindness, spreading loving kindness to all living beings in the universe. Children, you can spread this noble feeling by practicing loving kindness meditation. I'm sure you have already started this meditation practice, which you are learning from Hamudro from the guided meditation sessions. Karuna, compassion, feeling the pain of others and reaching out to help them, like in Alavaka's story. Mudita, rejoicing the joy of others. Children, this is the opposite of being jealous about others' gain or happiness. Upeka, equanimity, unconditional acceptance, accepting other beings without any conditions. That is the end of the slideshow. So children, put your Dhamma studies into practice. Go refuge to the noble triple gem, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Live by the 5 precepts. Respect yourself and others. Respect your teachers, parents, and other adults. Practice meditation. Follow the noble 8-fold path. In conclusion, I quote this verse from the Dhammapada. Sabba papassa akaranam kusalassa upasampada sachitta paryodapanam etang buddhanusasanam. Avoid all evil. Cultivate the good. Purify your mind. This is the essence of the Buddha's teaching. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. This is the end of my presentation. Ayubowan, Therwan Saranai. Over to you, Siddhanta teacher. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shamini teacher, for explaining the lesson of taming the Alavakayaka or the uncivilized person. There are a few other things we can learn from this lesson, children. This happened in the 15th year after the enlightenment of Lord Buddha in the town of Alavaka, like teacher explained. One of the things is here there are two sides. First is the young prince, and the remaining people in the town of Alavi were fortunate enough that they could be free from the yaka, and also yaka had the benefit or had the chance that he could also learn Dhamma and become a good person. So if you're listening to our Shantimula Hamuduro's sermon on Mangala Sutta, there is one thing called Pubbecha Katapunyata, having done previous merits. That's how they help. So in this scenario, both the yaka and the young prince, the king and the rest of the villagers all had that benefit. They had done previous merits, so they did not have to go through a bad ending. And there's one more thing you can listen from this lesson. That is the quality. In Itipiso Gata, there are 9 main qualities that we worship or we explain. One of the things is called Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati, the ability of Lord Buddha to tame these untamable people or the characters. It could be a human or a different form of life. The ones who deserve to be tamed, and Lord Buddha had the ability to bring them forth, explain Dhamma, and set them on the right track, or help them towards achieving the cycle of ending the cycle of samsara and achieving nirvana. So that's the lesson, end of the lesson for today. And now what we have is the questions and answers. So we have received a question for our Shanta Vimala Hamaduro from the topic of 10 meritorious actions. And the question of the Hamadurone is, do we ask for merits or does it get transferred to the departed relatives? Do we ask for the merits or does it get transferred for the departed relatives? Avsarape Hamadurone.
Thank you, Siddhantaya. Thank you, the student who asked me such kind of wonderful question. It is a very interesting question, actually. When we transfer merit to departed relatives, some particular departed relatives, actually you should keep them in your mind. You know that merits is it is not something that we can give from hand to hands for someone, right? For example, I have some merits that I have accumulated, so I want to give or transfer this merit to someone, but we can't give merits by hand to hand to someone, but we can only give merits from mind to mind. So you always should need to be connected. Your mind need to be connected with the departed relatives if you want to transfer merit to some particular departed relatives. If you want to just transfer merit in general for general departed relatives, you don't have to keep them in your mind. But in particular situation, in particular person, if you want to give some merits, you always must keep them in your mind. For example, if you want to transfer for your departed father or mother, if you have, so you must remember them in your mind. You must keep them in your mind. So when you keep them in your mind, actually your mind is connected with your departed relatives. So when the mind is connected with the departed relatives, actually that power, that energy, that merits or energy of merits will be able to reach to that departed person. So therefore, the simple answer in conclusion that if you want to transfer merit to the departed relatives in particular person or departed relatives, you must keep them in your mind. I hope that I answered to that question, Siddhantaya. Over to you, Siddhantaya.
Thank you, with respect, Ape Hamadurone. And I had a quick look. There are a few questions around Can someone be turned into a yaka or a bad person in next life? That's one of the questions there. I would like to either invite our Swamin Wahanse or Shamini teacher to explain perhaps some of the previous karma could impact or influence your next life, but you also have the opportunity in this life to avoid that. Swamin Wahanse, Ape Hamdurani, if you would like to add something on that, can someone be born as a yaka in next life? Avasarai?
Yeah, if the person act in not in accordance with the teachings of the Buddha, actually that person can become a evil person in the next lives, in the next birth, in the future, right? That if that person, for example, does not lead their life in accordance with the teachings of the Buddha, can be any evil character. So Alavakayaka is also, maybe he might have been born as a good person in his one of his previous lives, but he may have committed, he may have done lots of unwholesome activities or bad deeds. So as a result of that, he may have ended up being born as a yaka or demon or devils. So, if any person do not lead their life in accordance with the teachings of the Buddha, that person may be reborn again in unhappy or purgatory states in the future, like lower realms in the future. So, it is possible. Thank you, Siddhanta.
Thank you. With respect, Ape Hamdurani, for exploring that question and providing that answer in detail. And there were a couple of other questions around the same topic. What did Lord Buddha do to Yaka or Alavaka? And how did Lord Buddha know of the future and that Yaka can understand Dhamma as well? I think children answer lies in the lesson itself, but I'll try to answer the question myself, and then we can move on to the summarizing the program for the day. So how did Lord Buddha know that Yaka can understand Dhamma? Is because Shamini teacher explained, or we learned last week as well in the daily routine of Lord Buddha. Buddha go into and survey the world with Maha Karuna Samapatti status, and he can see who are the people can be helped today. Sometimes it's one person, sometimes it is a group of people. In this scenario, it happened to be the young prince, the rest of the people in the Alavi, and also Alavaka himself had the opportunity to learn Dhamma and to be a good, better person. In fact, he achieved the status of Sotapanna. So what did Lord Buddha do to Yaka? And Shamini teacher explained, Lord Buddha visited his house. First he was angry. There was a bit of a conversation happened, and then Lord Buddha gave him an opportunity to ask questions and provided answers. And that kind of brought him to a level where the Yaka is in a more civilized manner. So he's able to have a conversation because his anger is gone. And then from there, Lord Buddha explained Dhamma. You will see in other examples as well, in certain scenarios, when Lord Buddha tamed these people, for example, in Angulimala, first perform some miracles, conversations, questions, or a form of a Dhamma sermon. So different tactics used in these different scenarios because different maturity levels. But the thing is, all these people deserve to be tamed. They had that opportunity to learn Dhamma. That's an answer in general as well. So children, that is the end of the program for today. We thank our Swamin Wahanse for explaining the lesson, Panyaloka Swamin Wahanse for administering 5 precepts and providing the guided meditation, Teacher Priyanta for explaining the topic, spreading Dhamma, and Teacher Shamini to explaining the story of taming Alavaka. And we also would like to take this opportunity for you for joining with us on every Sunday at 2 o'clock and continuing to learn Dhamma. We also thank the uncles or the mamalas behind the screen, Sahan Mama, Piat Mama, and our Dhamma School coordinator, Vijay Das sir, that provide us guidance every day, every week, so we can continue this program, so you can continue to learn Dhamma. So with that in mind, let's, with respect, invite our Swamin Wahanse to share the merits, something Swami Wahanse explained in today's lessons as well. Sharing merits is important, sharing merits with the divine beings and the departed relatives. So we'll invite Swami Wahanse now. Avasarai Hamaduran.
Thank you, Siddhantaya. Let's transfer merits and share merit with the departed relatives and also divine beings. So when we conduct this kind of meritorious actions, actually we can accumulate incalculable, immeasurable merits. So those merits we can share and transfer merit to divine beings and departed relatives, and it is a kind of way to accumulate merits for us as well. So concentrate your mind, my dear children, and think about all the good deeds and good thoughts you generated, you created just now, and all the powerful thoughts and all the powerful energy that you generated from taking part of this special meritorious action. So may all the divine beings be able to rejoice in these good merits, and having rejoiced in these good merits, may divine beings be able to, may celestial beings be able to enhance, develop their celestial qualities and celestial world and celestial life further and further. And after then, after the end, all the divine beings also be able to attain the final goal of Nibbana. And may divine beings also protect our Sunday school children very well. And may divine beings always guide and protect all the members who help to make this event successful. And may all of us be able to release from this samsara, finally attain the final goal of Nibbana. Wishing that we recite the stanzas together. Akasattha ca bummattha devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu sasanang. Akasattha ca bummattha devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu desanang. Akasattha ca bummattha devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu tvang sada. Wish you all the best. Teruvan Sarana.